Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. I know that there are some other people that are about to join us, but let's try to be on time and respect the original schedule. So thank you for being with us today. We have a very small change in the program. We will have first Mr. Lo Monaco giving us his welcoming greetings, and then the General Manager of the EU-Japan Center after him. Mr. Lo Monaco is our host today. He's the first Secretary of the Trade and Economics section of the Delegation of the European Union to Japan. So without further ado, Mr. Lo Monaco, thank you for joining us.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. It's a real pleasure to host you here, and it's certainly not the first time. This has become an interesting tradition to give the premises of the delegation to this discussion between practitioner and the industry on the recent developments on IP policy and practice and trends within the industry. I would like to stress the value of this initiative promoted by the Center for Industrial Cooperation, the EU-Japan Center for Industrial Cooperation. The colleague will come and give some remarks later, in particular by the Innovation Transfer Helpdesk. Why? This is for us a key contribution and an opportunity to learn from the industry voice on the because it generates information that feeds into the exchanges between policymakers that take place in the framework, in the new framework with our bilateral relations. The bilateral relations, as you know, from this year between the EU and Japan have radically changed, have been upgraded, have been elevated by the entry into force of the two agreements between the two countries, the strategic, the political one, and the economic one, the economic partnership agreement. As you know very well, in the economic partnership agreement, there is a chapter dedicated to intellectual property rights that effectively consolidates the commitments already undertaken by the two parties and that creates a framework for further development of policy, coordination of the policy. The two parties, in practice, a few weeks from now, 4 weeks from now, we will have the first meeting of the committee, specialized committee on IPR policy, and in which we will exchange and update and with a view to further coordination, the policy development with a view to discuss protection and enforcement of intellectual property rights. But let me say, this is not the only initiative or the only framework that we have to exchange with Japan and where we are going to use the information that we are going to discuss here today. We have ongoing work with Japan, and I think this is very relevant for your discussion. Ongoing work on the international cross-border of flow of personal information. As you know, Japan and the EU have reached a mutual adequacy finding, effectively establishing a large area of exchange of personal data. Now, privacy is a concern which is at the core of the development of the digital economy, and Japan and the EU have established an agreement of sort in which we are not only recognizing as equivalent the level of privacy protection between the two economies, but we are even working jointly towards harmonizing the protection of personal data in international exchange of cross-border data flows. We are working actively as we speak together with the US to establish, high standards of personal data protection and security combined with open data transfer. We are trying effectively to converge our systems towards a uniform approach, avoiding the fragmentation of the system, avoiding the high cost, and at the same time tackling and curbing protectionism on privacy. We know very well what we're talking about. Now, these elements are all at the heart of our policy work with Japan. I will stop here, but let me just mention quickly the work on competition policy coordination, and focusing in particular on the transformative effect of platform on digital markets. And I don't even want to mention the work on ICT coordination. Most of you are probably informed and well aware, if not participating to that. So, to cut a long story short, this is a pleasure for us to host. It's a pleasure for us to host this workshop, listen to discussion, generate the information, feed it into the policy exchanges, and maintaining this fruitful contact with the industry and with the competition. So with this, I will pass the floor to my colleague, and I wish you an excellent continuation of the work. Thank you.